was a huge impetus for logistics industry. And e-commerce brought in a lot of technology, and e-commerce logistics itself evolved as an industry within logistics industry. And right now we have people talking of quick commerce. So I think one of the facts has been, like, the technology has made logistics more efficient. Another aspect of technology is always the deflationary effect it has on the deflationary effects it has on the services. For example, we haven't seen the airlines prices, ticket prices, except the one-odd cases, shooting up in the last few years. The prices of the tickets have remained stable. Similarly, I think technology has played a big role in reducing the cost of logistics. Today, one can pick up a shipment from anywhere in India and deliver to anywhere in India for less than $100, which was unthinkable around 10 years back. So it, first of all, logistics became efficient. Now logistics is becoming quicker, and I'm sure going ahead it would be like logistics. With more and more things being delivered to your home, I think logistics would end up becoming one of the leading employment generators in the country.
Well, one thing we keep on hearing about is quick commerce nowadays. It's impacting lives, it's delivering fast, it's doing a lot of stuff for Gen Z, in fact. How do you see this particular e-commerce, quick commerce, in fact, coming up? How do you see it's changing your industry? How prepared are you for this? Is it going to be a large-scale disruptor for your industry, or it's going to be one of the trends?
I think industry is going to be disrupted, but there'll be an evolution. When e-commerce came in the beginning, people thought like e-commerce was just a disruptor, but now it has become a way of life. I think similar thing will be about quick commerce. So in my opinion, today the difference between e-commerce and the quick commerce is, I would put it in simple terms, I would say quick commerce is like a kirana store where you get a select merchandise replenished fast, and an e-commerce site is like a super or a hyperstore, or more than a hyperstore, multiple hyperstores pulled in together. So the change in lifestyle is going to be, customer is going to expect things faster. So there will be items which will be delivered to you in half an hour. There will be items which will be delivered to you in few hours. And there's also a constraint about how much goods you can store where, and because there's a constraint on working capital. Ideally, you might want to keep your goods at a lot of places, but that consumes a lot of working capital, which is a constraint for the business. So what will happen is, you will have, at a city level, major metro city level, you will have large hyper warehouses. In city, you will have at maybe 4 or 5 warehouses which will allow an hour-long delivery for a slighter. So you'll have a kirana type delivery from a local pod, which will be 10 to 15 minutes. You, at a city level, certain items will be available to you in 2 to 3 hours. Rest of the stuff would be available to you same day or next day, depending on the time of the day you order. And at a 300-kilometer radius from the large cities, from those hyper warehouses, you will be delivering at a much larger audience across India.
And let's talk a bit about the cross-border logistics. How are you managing it? And at the same, when wars are happening in certain parts of the world, is it disrupting your business when it comes to cross-border logistics?
So cross-border logistics is a very small part of the business that we do currently, of our total business. Yeah, there are disruptions. And normally the disruptions are economic in nature. The prices of your container goes up, and container prices go up, fuel prices go up. Those are some of the things. COVID, for example, sent the prices of cross-border logistics through the roof, and yeah, so those are disruptions which happen, which affects the supply chain.
Okay, and let's talk about the last few things, which are what are the new trends emerging in your sector? What are the latest things you're keeping a tab on or keeping the eyes open for, which can be good for you and which you can really look at for expanding your business?
So new things always emerge in consumer trends. For example, quick commerce is something new. Use of data is new. What I think the way logistics itself has changed. A couple of years back, logistics companies primarily used to send envelopes and documents. Now, with the advent of WhatsApp, you were unless you were sending an original document, you were essentially sending an image. Now, a lot of images are electronically transferred. Similarly, a lot of procedures, governmental or banking procedures on banks and governments was the biggest, or government procedure-related transfers were the biggest source of logistics. Now those are all gone because we have gone into things have been digitized.